Alright, what's up, guys and gals? This is All Days Past back with more Battlefield 1 gameplay. And this, if you haven't seen it already, is Neville Knights. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Neville Knights from some of the gameplay footage I've watched. And before we get too deep into it, I do apologize at a couple spots. It glitches a little bit in the video. One, when I get plowed by a horse, and another one is just encoding. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but sometimes I have to do a little bit of a conversion. I'm still figuring out the YouTube thing and the software that I'm using right now. I'm using Hit Film Express 2017, which is pretty good for free software. But, it doesn't, or it didn't accept movie format without QuickTime, so in any case. So, this is the new night map. We've been waiting quite a while for it. It's been on the CTE for a while. Premium Bass members get it. I don't think the non-premiums are going to see this yet. I imagine DICE will eventually have to make this available to everybody. I mean, you can't just exclude a portion of your player base, and I think at some point they're going to start realizing that. So, overall impressions of the map, I mean, if you just look at it, there's the first glitch of the map. It's just as beautiful as the other maps. Graphically, it's great. I mean, playing on the 1060 now, I'm recording this in ultra settings, and you can see, a lot of the detail, beyond just the weapon camos and whatnot, but in the trees and the grass and the smoke and, everything. You can see trees falling over. I mean, I'll particularly remember a portion of this video where you see that, but I mean, you can see that sort of thing happening. So there's a lot of, the usual Battlefield type destruction and whatnot going on. So, overall, the gameplay, there's the other little glitch moment. I think there might be one more. But the gameplay is very fast. It's a bigger map, but even traveling between the points, you have so many trenches and valleys and, these hilltops that people seem to get silhouetted on, so you're sniper bait, and there's a lot of snipers. I mean, granted, I'm sniping right now, but I don't tend to sit on the edge and snipe in. I'm more of an aggressive sniper, and I fell in love with this weapon, the Lebel, after it came out in the DLC They Shall Not Pass. So, that's why I'm using it, and I think I may get a service star in this gameplay with it. I think it's my third or fourth, so I really enjoyed this weapon. But back to, there's the last one. I think that's it. After that, we should be. So, I do hit some nice shots with it, but it's not my best scoring gameplay. It's, decent. I played it on a server that's 24/7 Neville Knights right now. And I've been trying to get a decent gameplay, and I got a few where I played well, but we lost. And, we lost bad, so I didn't really want to post that because they weren't very long, and it was just a poor showing overall. So this game, it's close, and so it's a bit long, so hopefully you're in it for long haul in the video. It's about, I think, 20-some minutes, typical Battlefield 1 Conquest game. But, I mean, I try to show all of the different points that you can capture, different angles, but at the same time, I'm just playing the game. So if I don't cover anything in particular that you really want to see, let me know down in the comments, and, I'll try to mention it maybe in the next one or the next time I get on Neville Knights, because I'm going to go back to just the regular rotations for now. But, again, impressions of the map, I like the fact that there's trenches everywhere. I played it as an assault, I played it as a medic, and there's a lot of up-close and personal type fighting, and there's a lot of long-range fighting. Both are going on at the same time. So, as far as flag capture, C, pretty wide open. So, that's a good battle point. And then E, there's a lot of cover. I mean, there's like a whole top, roof covering, some big generators or something that are down in E flag, and a lot of enemies hiding there, and it's very hard to take if it's being captured unless you go in there with a lot of teammates. You can't just go in and try to one-man it when there's 5 people in there because there's just so many spots for them to hide in. You can't really flush it out by yourself. So they designed it pretty well with a lot of varying aspects. It's not linear like some of the other ones. I mean, you can even see kind of from the mini-map down the left corner, the points are not in a line. They're all over the map and running from one to another. If you're going from, like, as you can see here, all the way from A to F, it's quite a run. A to B, not bad, B to C, and it's like zigzag all the way across the map, and then D way out on the side. So, it gives everybody a fair chance, and they can't just kind of sit back and hold the middle ground and protect 3 or even 4 points at a time. So, but again, being that it's nighttime and in World War One, they used the moon obviously for most of the lighting and some of these flares and lanterns and whatnot. And it works really well. So I like the map overall. It can be challenging, but it's a good map. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So now I want to talk a little bit about some news on the upcoming DLC, The Return of the Tsar, I believe it's called. You think I would know that? In the Name of the Tsar? In the Name of the Tsar is what it's called. A lot of news came out recently. EA. DICE had a big event where, or it might have been EA Play, I don't know. I've watched so many videos on different games recently, I don't even remember, but in any case, a lot of gameplay came out from that. A lot of big YouTubers went out and played on a map called Luko Pass, and it's a mountainous snow map that introduces the Russians to the war. And from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks fantastic. I wish I could have been there to actually play and partake in this event, and maybe one day in the future I'll be able to go to these things. But the DLC is going to bring 6 new maps and a lot of weapons. I think it's 11 new weapons. The sniper rifle is the Nagant, nothing crazy. The double barrel shotgun for the assault class looks like a lot of fun. Could be frustrating to use, being that you only have 2 shells and got to reload. The medic weapon, I'm not entirely sure if it's full auto or if it's like the sweeper where it is full auto, or if it's like the CI Regati or whatever the name of that thing is, that you can select the fire rate, or if it's a burst fire. It looks full auto in most of the videos I've seen, and I'm hoping they adjust the way the aim down sights looks, because the back end of the gun takes up a lot of your screen. So hopefully they kind of pitch that down a little bit, or maybe bring the sights up and tweak it just a little bit so it's not taking up so much. But even so, I mean, the thing looks beastly, and it's got a big mag, 26 rounds. So it's going to be like the auto-loading extended, self-slaughter, those guns in ammo capacity, which is, my preference. And since I play medic a lot, I think I'll be using this gun like exclusively for a while, more than likely, unless I just get bored of it and want to go to a variant. Like sometimes I go back to the Mondragon Storm or the Regati Factory because I got a nice skin for it, and I do like the way it sounds and handles. So other thoughts, they are bringing back, or not bringing back, but they're introducing the Women's Battalion of Death in this DLC, which is going to be in the Scout class. So you'll be playing as a female soldier. No problems with that. I like the fact that it's historically accurate. And, it seems like a cool idea overall. The bad news about all of this is the release date for this DLC is going to be September. And September is quite a ways away in the lifespan of a game that came out in, November of last year. So we've had one DLC, and we are going to have the second one, and the game's going to be out for almost a year already. So if they come out with a third DLC right at the year mark, say November, December, I mean, it seems a little behind schedule. Normally, you get 4 in a year, but the fact that they're not pushing out Battlefield games that quickly allows the DLC to be stretched out a little bit, as opposed to the way Call of Duty used to do it with a new game every year. And even they've, kind of gotten away, it seems like, from that model a little bit. Although we do have World War II coming out November of this year, and I will definitely be getting that. I haven't decided what platform yet. I don't have a console, a current gen console yet, so probably going to get it for PC, but the player base is always larger on the consoles, so I'm really unsure. I don't want to buy it for the PC and then have all the player base disappear in like a month, where they're still playing it on console. So let me know what you think. Will there be enough players on PC to really warrant buying it for PC, or should I just finally get an Xbox One and start playing on console? I don't have the capture equipment for console anymore, like I mentioned in a previous video, but I can always pick that up again if I decide to keep doing these, which I think I will probably. And right now it's 1:30 in the morning where I'm recording this commentary, mainly because it's the only time I got to do so. Everybody's asleep. So shortly I should have a little bit more ability to do the live commentaries, because there's only so much you can talk about in one video that's nearly 30 minutes long. So but I wanted to touch on those two things, and I wanted to thank you guys for watching this stuff, and hopefully you're enjoying it. There's my service star for the LaBelle. Love this gun. It's just so good. I mean, the sweet spot mechanic, I don't even know what it is, but it seems very good for my playstyle. I'm able to acquire my target quickly, aim down the scope, and not always hit, but I get a lot of decent shots with this. I mean, my earlier gameplay that I didn't use for this commentary was definitely far better, but I do well in this game. It's not quite as action-packed because I'm running around between points a lot, but I do hit some nice shots. So I don't get a chance to really do anything as far as tanks. I do get killed by tanks quite a bit in this one, especially around B flag, the Saint Shaman, or however you pronounce that thing.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
I think I get killed by that like three or four times in this, but right now we're winning. And I'll give you a spoiler if you don't want to stay all the way to the end. We do end up winning the game, and I have no idea how I didn't hit that shot there. But like I said, it's a very pretty map, very big map. I like the nighttime map. I'm anxious for the next one, where it's going to be like Amiens, but nighttime. So I don't know when that one's coming out. Hopefully next month. I imagine it's got to come out before September. So July or August, one of the two. This one just came out, 2 days ago? Yesterday? Something like that. So I would say probably August for that other night map. But they may have released the date already. I have no idea. I haven't actually seen it. But that's another good map, and I wish I could have brought you guys this gameplay sooner so you could see it. But like I said, I couldn't get a good gameplay on it. So anyway, I think I'm just going to wrap up the commentary there, and I'm going to let you guys just watch the remainder of the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoy. Suggestions, anything like that, feel free to leave it down in the comments. If you like, drop a like. If you want more, maybe subscribe and let me know, what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
We have taken Objective Edward. We have taken Objective Freddy. We have lost Objective Duff.
Sanitäter, bin getroffen! Ich bin verletzt, helft mir!
We have lost Objective Edward.
Alle Ziele sind verloren! Der Feind hat das Ziel erobert! dich! Kann mich mal jemand zusammenflecken? Feindliches Maschinengewehr!
We are losing objective apples. Die haben mich erwischt! Sanitäter! We have taken objective Freddy. We have lost objective Duff. We are winning.
Haltet ihn im Auge!
We have lost objective Charlie.